The 5 laws of creation as I understand them. Now it's important to understand that we are always creating at all times. We create what we eat in our next meal by going, I think I'm going to go to the cupboard and open it and take something out. That's creation. We're creating something, right? We're constantly creating. It's just, what are we creating? Are we really creating what we want, or are we creating out of habit? Are we creating out of programs that are pre-installed? Maybe that we haven't installed ourselves. Maybe programs that have been installed inside us before birth. Maybe it's ancestral. Maybe it's karmic, or whatever you want to believe. But just the truth is that we are run on these programs, and we must become consciously aware that this is happening to start to live at a higher level, to start to operate at a higher level. So this is these 5 laws of creation I'm going to give you right now. This is very high level wizardry that we're going to talk about right now, and that really not everybody's doing, and very few people are living this way. So the very first one is inspiration. First law of creation I've written down here: inspiration. And to be inspired. There's times in my life where I've just been like, I just don't feel inspired. It's like there's just nothing kind of driving. And it's at times like that in life when you gotta get yourself inspired. And obviously one of the part of creation is action. And you see throughout these 5 laws of creation, there's action in all of them. They're all action, really. So to understand that, so the first thing is you have to take action to get inspired. You can't get inspired by just doing nothing. You get inspired by taking action to get inspired. And what I find is the best way to get inspired is put yourself around inspirational people, put yourself around inspirational information, inspirational vibration, frequency. And you do that through studying, through reading, through watching people speak, watching their lectures. We all hear people say, wow, that was an inspiring speech that person gave. I read this book and it was really inspiring. I watched this guy being interviewed and it was inspiring. I watched this person perform and it was inspirational. So those people have been inspired, and then we get in close proximity with that, and we start to vibrate at that frequency. This is one of the secrets. This is one of the laws. So we do that through picking up books written by inspirational people, autobiographies. Think about the 10 most inspirational people in the world. Get their autobiographies, get their books, whatever. Watch their lectures, watch their interviews, and go through them. And if you go through like 10 books of the 10 most inspirational people in the world, you will feel yourself inspired. And through the inspiration, there'll be some momentum and there'll be forward action, and you'll take inspired action. Because we're always taking action. We have to take action, or else we don't move. We don't get out of bed in the morning. We don't move, right? So we're always taking action. Just what action are we taking? We can go through a day of just drudgery, or we can get up and we can have inspired action. So we're always taking action, but is it inspired action or is it not, right? So number 2 is clarity. You want to get, you're getting inspired. Wow, I'm learning this, I'm reading this, I'm studying this. You feel that growth, you feel that learning, it's nourishing. You're inspired, right? Then you got to get clarity on what you really want to create, because you might not know what you want to create. That's why you got to get inspired first before you really know what you want to create. You could get that inspiration. When you're in that state of inspiration, then you can create clarity on what exactly it is you want. So get clear on what it is you want, and you do that by writing down, asking, say, well, I want this, I want this, I want to do this in my life, I want that, and get to understand yourself. Get clarity on who you are. Get a clarity on what you truly value, what's important to you, what inspires you, right? And everybody's different. Everybody's different. So that's number 2. Get clarity, and then have certainty in that. So then you're with that clarity, you're going to act with certainty, with the inspiration, with the clarity. Then you're going to take inspired action, which is going to be action with certainty because you have a clear vision. Your clarity will create your vision. And then you're going to be moving toward that vision. That brings us on to number three. Number three is persistence. As you're moving forward towards that vision, there'll be times where you'll be thrown off course. There'll be times where you're going, there's my vision. Then suddenly a big obstacle will be put in the way. And those obstacles are just for people who don't want it enough. So when the obstacle gets put in your way, that's when you go, okay, that obstacle, that's not for me. That's for the other person who doesn't want it that as much. And then you go over, you go through, you go around, you take out a flamethrower and you burn the obstacle down, whatever it is for you, you know. You just make sure you get blown off course. You go, wow, I've been taken so much off course here. You keep your focus on your vision. You go move back on the course. You know, the road to success is generally not a straight line. It goes higgledy-piggledy all around here, maybe backwards for a while, and does a few circles and loops and spirals. You know, and that's just God having a bit of a laugh, really. You know. So you got to be persistent. Be persistent. Be persistent. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There's always going to be setbacks. There's always going to be setbacks in life, you know. But you got to keep going. You get a setback. A setback is just a setup for something better, right? Just think about it that way. So all these like little shifts in psychology, reframing to give us that edge. Setback, great. That's a setback because a setup is something else. You wait for that other thing to come. That other thing that comes, where you'll realize that setback was there for a reason. It was there for a purpose. And there's a grander purpose, there's a grander reason. And when you can expose yourself to that, then the setbacks don't bother you. So number four is focus. Just keep focused on your outcome. Just keep focused. Again, it's like you get steered off course. Things will try and stop you. Other things will come along and go, oh, well, that looks pretty. And you go for this other thing or whatever, and you lose your focus. You know, things are always going to come up in life. So that's why you got to keep your priorities very, very strong and know what your priorities are each and every day. And keep focused on your priorities because other things will crop up. Other things will crop up and you'll have to deal with some of those things when they crop up. But if you make those things your priority then you get your focus goes. Your focus goes and your vision starts to fade. It starts to wither. It just starts to fade into the background because he or she, they don't really want it because they're not focusing on it. You focus on it again, start to shine a light on it, and then you can start moving towards it again. But you keep focus, keep focus, keep focus. Know what your priorities are each and every day, what your vision is, and have your top priorities every day. That keeps you focused. So every day you look at your priorities. These are my priorities. These are what I need to do every day to make this vision happen. And that's your focus each and every day. Every day. How many times do you have to say it? Every day. You know, that's one of the chief goals to goal setting, goal achieving, is do something every day to achieve that goal. That's 4 things. Number 5 is gratitude. Just gratitude and appreciation for what you're receiving. You know, it's whenever we're grateful for something, whenever we're appreciative, then we tend to get more, right? Whenever we're ungrateful, we tend to get less. This is the law of the universe. Gratitude opens up. It opens up the heart and it opens up that creative space for things to come to us. So no matter how small your win is, be grateful for that win. Because we might be having wins, but it's not the big. We haven't created the big vision yet, but we're having all these little small wins, and if we're not grateful for those wins, then whatever, the grand supreme consciousness will just say, well, you know, they're not grateful for those small wins. Why give them any more? You know, it's like anyone comes into our life. You think of another person comes into your life, and you're doing things to this person. You're helping them, and there's no appreciation for it. There's no gratitude. Do you still keep doing it? No, it's human nature. You just go, that person obviously doesn't appreciate me. They don't appreciate what I'm doing, and you stop doing it. It's the same with the universe. You know, the universe gives you things. You don't appreciate them, you don't get more. So no matter how small the win, appreciate it. Be grateful for it, and then you'll get more to be grateful and appreciative for. So those are the 5 laws of creation, and they're available to anyone. You know, it's not selective. The universe isn't selective. It's up to you. It's down to you. You decide to do what you need to do, and you'll get what you want to get.